Hey, I'm Scooter,
Hey, I'm Stash.
and we're at the SS3618 show.
How's everybody doing today?
How's everybody doing today? Here we go. Here's Stash. Hey, Stash, I got a question for you.
What you got there, Scoot?
Would you consider yourself a Harley owner?
Oh yeah,
All right, so when we're talking, I'm going to shorten and abbreviate some stuff, right? So you are
okay.
a Harley owner, right?
Yeah,
And in the Harley owners like Hog, you would say pretty much 100% of them are Harley owners, right?
yeah.
So when I abbreviate that, that means you're a hoe. Am I right?
No, I'm not.
Is that correct?
I see where you're trying to go with
and
that,
then
but
if think about it, if no,
that
but
was a
think about
dud.
it. No, but think about it. How many would you say that there are mostly hoes in the Harley owners group?
No, there's no hoes in Harley owners.
Harley owner, a short for Harley owners,
I
hoe.
didn't just say Harley owner.
Ho. There's a lot of hoes. You're going to see a lot of hoes out on the roads this year, right? Am I right?
Just
I mean, think about it. There's going to be hoes out there, right?
yeah.
Now the question: are you a good hoe or a bad hoe?
I don't even know where to go with that.
I'm
Stay
just
focused.
saying, man. Harley owner, you're a hoe, right? All right, boys. So what are we talking about? We're going to go into this next thing here. Give me 1 second. My hole next to me. All right, so we're going to have state of Illinois. What are we talking about state of Illinois?
State of Illinois. We're going to talk about three different rides that you can go on and some places in each of those trips to get something to eat and have take some sights in.
All right, good. So we're going to talk about three roads. The Great River Road. ChatGPT says the Great River Road, the historic Route 66, and then the Shawnee National Forest Loop.
Okay.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's go in a little depth on this, right? So the first one is going to be this Great River Road. Tell me a little about this Great River Road.
The Great River Road ride takes you along the western edge of Illinois. It's following the path of the Mississippi River from Nauvoo down to Alton. Starts in Nauvoo, small town, a lot of history tied to early religious settlements, and it moves south along 96 through places like Hamilton and Kinderhook Township. And the route keeps you close to the river for most of the ride, which is awesome. Stays off the major highways, gives you the route, uh, and it gives you time to take in the surroundings without having to push through much traffic. And once you connect with a hunter, you stay on that road all the way to Alton, which has a good few places to eat, stop for food, stretch your legs, turn around, and check in the scenery.
So we did think a lot of these hoes would like to stop off and get eats. Huh?
They had a whole got to eat.
Whole got to eat, right? I mean, think about it. Hoes are out there everywhere. Now, there's a lot of other people besides hoes, right? There's Indian owners, right?
Yeah.
People own crop tractors and that, but you're going to probably see a lot of hoes out there, right? I mean, am I right? All right, so what do we got here? So tell me about the places that we're eating at. We got the top three dining spots in there on this road is the Sunshine Restaurant. We got the Sippy Side. Well, I bet the hoes like to go to Sippy Side. And then we got Huckleberry's Restaurant. Can you tell us a little bit about this Sunshine Restaurant?
Sunshine Restaurant, that's in Savannah, Illinois. That's a local favorite for hearty breakfast and classic dinner fare. Perfect for a morning stop before hitting the road. It's known for great breakfast plates, no coffee, friendly service, right on the Great River Road.
Oh, okay. And then we're going to, if you don't stop off at Sunshine Place, what if we want to say Sippy Side Pub Grill?
And the Mississippi Side Pub and Grill and the liquor store. It's also in Savannah. Now, that's a lively bar and grill with classic American comfort foods like
So you
burgers,
think you see the
sandwiches.
hoes out there dancing?
Yeah, the hoes will be dancing.
Hoes are going to be dancing, right?
For the burgers and sandwiches and cold drinks. That's ideal for lunch and dinner after cruising the scenic riverside too.
That sounds fun. Probably bands there, right? They say bands are there?
I don't know. It doesn't say if it was bands in it, but I'm saying it lively.
Well, so if you didn't want to stop off in Savannah, you wanted to go to Mounds, Illinois, where would you go?
Well, you go to Huckleberry's Pub, and that's near Grafton in Mounds, Illinois. The stop is recommended by Great River Range Guide for crispy fried catfish. Catfish.
I bet hoes like crispy catfish, huh? What do you think? I mean, on the top three, if I had to bet it down, I wonder what would be the top spot on the East Coast where the hoes would want to go.
Hmm.
Where do you think your hoes want to go? I mean, you probably have a lot of hoes in your club, right? We
Yeah.
say majority of the guys in your club are hoes.
They'd have to be because you can only have hourly or an Indian.
So how many hoes are in your club? You probably got a lot of hoes in your club, right? You have any Indian riders?
Yeah, I
All
got
right.
Indian riders too.
But the rest are hoes?
Rest are hoes.
Look at that. All right. All right. So the next place we're going to go to that ChatGPT says is the Route 66. So give us a little more information about this, Dad.
Well, the Route 66, there's a lot of ways to experience Route 66 in Illinois. We decided to create our own ride from Joliet to Lincoln. This stretch gives you the chance to experience some of the most well-known parts of the historic highway without taking on the entire state. You know, that's just a small section in Illinois. You know, guiding you through the towns like Dwight, Genoa, and Towanda before ending in Lincoln. While some parts of the route use the interstate, there are still plenty of opportunities to ride the original roads that once made up the Mother Road.
But there's a lot of hoes on that bike ride, huh?
Yeah, you like your hose, huh?
You're gonna see hoes everywhere on that
Yeah.
road, right? Who doesn't like a good hoe, man, right?
Well, apparently you do.
All right, so on this road, you're gonna probably get hungry. I would agree, right? So look at this. We got the three top restaurants in ChatGPT. It says this Airstone, Motorhead's Bar and Grill. I bet the hoes like that place. And Polka Dot Drive-In. So tell us a little bit about this Airstone Cafe.
A lot of airs. That's in Litchfield, Illinois, and it's one of the oldest continuously operating restaurants on Route 66. That serves classic American comfort foods and hearty meals, and it's a historic setting. The locals and the travelers alike, they stop here for delicious fried chicken and sandwiches all the time. You know, and it's a good place.
Now, have you ever been there?
I have not, but I have heard from quite a few people that it comes highly recommended.
Oh, you got Budweiser. You're a Bud. No, you're not a Budweiser. You're an old
No,
style
I'm old
guy.
style.
I see. So then they go here. We think a lot of. I bet a lot of hoes go here. This Motorhead Bar Grill.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about that.
Well, it's in Springfield, Illinois.
Hmm.
Now, it's a legendary Route 66 stop with a retro roadside feel. It's a great place to grab a burger, or a full meal while enjoying classic road trip vibes. Route 66 memorabilia, they got plenty of the stuff to see.
I bet the hoes like to buy that up, huh?
I bet they do.
All right, then the last place on here it says the Polka Dot. Polka Dot. That's interesting. Drive-in, huh? Uh-oh, we got Sly coming in the office right now.
Route 66 Polka Dot Drive, and that's in Braidwood, Illinois. A classic drive-in experience right on old Route 66. It's famous for its shakes, burgers, fries, and fun, nostalgic atmosphere. Perfect for lunch on a casual or a casual snack on your ride. You know.
That's interesting. Shakes. You think a lot of hoes like shakes?
Yeah, I would imagine.
All right, so now we're going to this last stop in Illinois for top three roads, and this last one is Shawnee National Forest Loop. Tell us a little about this place, man.
Well, the Shawnee National Forest, it's a shorter ride, but it still gives you a good look at the southern part of the state, starting and ending in Carbondale. The route follows Illinois 127 south, cuts through smaller roads like Pomona Road and First Street, making its way through the Pomona area before reaching the town of Anna. Now, from there, it circles back and eventually reconnects with Carbondale. The roads are mostly smooth, the traffic is usually light, which makes it easy to enjoy the ride without having to push through busy stretches. It's a nice ride.
I notice the hoes don't like to be in busy stretches, right?
Well, not all the time.
Hoes like to be out there free on their own, right? A lot of freedom with the wind in their faces, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm probably sure there's some good spots to eat around there, right? So it looks like we got three of them. ChatGPT says Shotgun Eddie's. That seems pretty cool. I bet you see a lot of hoes there.
Mm-hmm.
The Iron Wish Bistro, and then the Peach Barn Winery. So tell us a little bit about these Shotgun Eddie's.
Shotgun Eddie's, that's in Eddyville, Illinois. Classic bar and grill with strong local following. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with the relaxed roadside vibe. It's a great place to refuel after hiking or riding through the forest. You can get some hiking in there too.
I can't see the hoes out there hiking, man. Yeah, you see hoes out there hiking?
I don't. The hose.
I hate to say it. Do you see hoes out there hiking?
No, I can't see the
And
hose
just
out there.
remember, Harley owners, all right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just remember,
Well,
hose,
the
Harley,
Harley
all
owners
right?
would be making happy with you calling them hose all the
It's
time.
okay, there are a bunch of hoes out there.
No.
All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to Iron Wish Bistro and Bar.
And that's in Cobden, Illinois. That's a high-rated cafe bistro known for delicious brunch sandwiches and fresh fare. Ideal for a midday stop, brunch on your trip. Cobden's a fun little town. It's close to many of the Shawnee trailheads.
Oh, nice. And then the last stop, we're going to go to Peach Barn Winery. You think hoes are into going to wine? Are they winery tasters?
Probably not likely too
Maybe their
often, you know.
girlfriends, right? Maybe the
Yeah,
girlfriend of
be a nice
wives might
place to
like it,
take it.
right?
I know I probably could take my wife to a place like that, and she'd probably love it, you
She
know.
would
But
probably love it. It's good to get the wife out there and involved with you, right?
hmm that's an Alto Pass, though. But it combines award-winning local wines. It's a scenic lunch. It's wine tasting, relaxing breaks. So it's something for everybody.
Now we're gonna go into some fun facts in Illinois. With this riding and all that. So it looks like we have this Route 66, which begins in Illinois, and I believe it ends in California. And then we got this Illinois is a bald eagle hunt. Have you ever seen any bald
I've
eagles?
seen that out by Starbird. They got the boggy eagles out there, and they're beautiful, man. They're huge.
That's pretty cool. And then it says that the Great River Road has 33 scenic over. Oh, that's pretty. Like 33-degree Masons. Is that interesting?
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting, right? All right. So then Illinois is a no helmet state. So for anybody that's outside the state, just know that you don't have to wear a helmet. I know it's a safety thing and all that, but if you like the wind to blow in your face,
Yeah,
I
to each
like
his own. I,
keep going on that one. Well, I'm definitely a no helmet
yeah,
guy.
I don't like to wear it myself.
But I'm just saying for safety issues and all that, if you should wear it if you have to, right?
Yeah,
And Southern Illinois has real hills and curves, right?
yeah, you wouldn't think it, you know. And they tell you that they think that the land of Lincoln is the flat state, but yeah, we got some twists and turns here.
Twists and turns. They say Shawnee National Forest, but I also believe up in Galena is pretty
Yeah, Galena's
hilly
got some
and
beautiful riding in. Ulysses S. Grant, they got a lot of stuff for him down there as well, you know, if you're interested in that stuff.
and then on Old Route 66, it says we were talking earlier. There's a lot of stops for motorcycle groups and all that to hang out and do a lot of fun on there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. A little information about Illinois. So we had some roads, we had some food spots, a little history. Now we're gonna go next to some inspirational quotes because we all here at SS 3618 believe the glass is half full,
Yeah, yes, it is.
even our host. All right. So out of these three quotes, we got three famous people. One is Abraham Lincoln. Tell us a little about Abraham
Good old
Lincoln.
honest Abe, man. The best way to predict your future is to create it.
Look at that. Better said by a hoe. Okay, Oprah Winfrey. What does she have to say?
Yeah, she did. Turn your wounds into wisdom.
That's good. Now, if you fall off your motorcycle,
Yeah, that's
hopefully you learn from it, right?
well, Scooter has a lot of wisdom.
I have dropped that bike a few times in the past. I have the mark to prove it. What are you gonna
Hey,
do?
but you get up and keep going, you
You
know?
keep on right, bro. All right, what is this? Walt Disney was born in Chicago. What do you have to
He
say?
said that all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them.
Oh, look at that. That's true too, right? Dream big, right?
I didn't know he was born in Chicago.
See, let's play ourselves back here. This was our fun week number 2. Hope we enjoyed it. Thank you. Any other things you want to tell the people before we end this beautiful show?
No, just some prayers because I got to work with this guy every week.
Just a friendly reminder for everybody to know when we say hose, we need Harley ownership, right?
Yeah, well,
And just know that you will see a lot of holes out on the road this summer, right? And be careful, safety first, Don't be texting and driving and all that craziness, keep an eye out there, We are on 2 wheels and full conscious of everybody.
yeah, keep the rubber side down, everybody.
That's right, buddy. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday fun day. Ride the ride, bro.
Yeah.